Isaak, 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 Isaac.
Thank you so much. This is beautiful. My name is Isaak Rooble, and I'm a candidate for the city of Bloomington, 4th District. I'm running because I care about Bloomington. Someone told me, Isaac, you need to write down a speech about why you're running. I said, I know why I'm running, and I have that in my heart. I don't have to write that down because I have lived in Bloomington for a while, and I know what needs to be done to make sure we have a city that works for all. Come November, we will make sure to elect a progressive candidates across the city, and we will push agendas that implements a city that works for all, together with my colleagues. My friends, if I tell you a little bit about my background, a lot of speakers say something about me. But I'm a father as well as a small business owner. I could spend most of my time running my business and doing business work. But that doesn't benefit my neighbors, and it doesn't benefit the neighborhood where I live. So I said I have to stand up. I have to fix what's wrong, and I'll run my business as well and make sure city of Bloomington is in good hands. Over the past few years, I worked with different DFL candidates across the state. I was one of the few Somali Americans that got involved with the DFL body, along with my colleagues who are elected officials today. I was not looking for politics at that time because I was passionate about helping others to get elected and making sure the community has a voice at the table. And I will tell you this, our community has come a long way, but we have done it. We did elect Somali Americans across the board, and we did deliver it. And that's what we are going to do here in Bloomington. In November, we will elect the first Somali American, the first Muslim, and the first immigrant to represent the 4th District. And I'm happy to say this, it doesn't happen often like this. Usually established candidates get endorsed by sitting candidates. Because of the relationship I have established, because of the friendship that I have established, I'm happy to report and tell you that I have the full support of our mayor. I have the full support of our majority of the council members, and we are running together as friends. So we are going to win together. And they are excited about that. I know some of you, the prayer time is coming up. I'll try to keep my speech short, but I'll say a few things. In Bloomington, there is some historic items that we don't know. Some people don't know Bloomington is the first city that was founded right before the foundation of our great state here in Minnesota. It's also the city that has the highest employment per capita when you compare to St. Paul and Minneapolis. So people think there's a lot of employees out in Minneapolis, but we have a lot of big companies here in Bloomington, and there's a lot of families that come here to do jobs to feed their families. So we have to make sure our city is ready for that growth. If elected, my plan is to make sure we have affordable housing that works for all, We have good park system where kids can go play safe without the fear of getting hurt. There's initiatives that are in progress here in Bloomington. And the city has been doing, my colleagues, my friends, my soon-to-be colleagues, has been doing a fabulous job implementing progressive agendas. And I can't wait when I get there to push those agendas forward and implement things that has been sitting and that needs to move forward. Additionally, we have a new initiative where we are trying to spend some money together with the county and our state and other partners to open the first small business center here in Bloomington, where businesses can get started and flourish. And there is a proposed spot for that business agenda right across my house, the old fire station number 3. I've worked with different small business organizations such as the NDC, the ADC, and the Latino Economic Development. And I know what needs to be done in order to make sure we have successful businesses here in Bloomington, especially minority-owned businesses that lays the foundation so that they don't fail the first year. So we will make sure when I get elected, we will make sure to get the right resource for those folks. We will make sure to give them the space they need to start new business. We will also make sure they have the coaches, the mentors, the resources, and the tools for them to stay in business and succeed here in Bloomington. And that will make our neighborhoods, our city, vibrant and economically growing. That will create more jobs, that will bring more money to our neighborhoods so we can spend on our roads, our park system, and other ideas that can help minority communities. So there's so much that needs to be done. When we do all of those things, we will make sure we have a safer neighborhood. We will work with our police chief, an awesome guy. His name is Hodges. He's doing a great job. But we can also work with him and his team to make sure we are doing a wonderful job to keep this city safe. Over the past few years, we know what has been happening at the Mall of America. It's usually not because we don't have enough police to go out there and secure the situation, but we are not ready for those situations. So I'll make sure to work with him and his team, and we will engage a Somali group called SABA. Some of you may know SABA, the Somali American Police Association. And that idea, it wasn't part of my plan, but I was at the EAB, the East African Business Association dinner, and then a Somali police officer walked over and said, you know, we are trying to come to Bloomington and have Somali American police officers over there, so can you help us do that connection? I said, absolutely, absolutely. So that's something we can do when we have a representative that can work for all people. Those ideas don't come forward because individuals who think maybe I can talk to someone doesn't feel like there's the right person out there to talk to. But when they see me in office, there's a lot of issues that they can bring forward, there's a lot of opportunities that they can bring forward, and we can address those at the City Hall, and we can implement them to make sure we are delivering for all our communities. And let me tell you this, a Bloomington that works for all benefits our neighborhoods. It doesn't only benefit here in Bloomington, it benefits Minneapolis, it benefits St. Paul, it benefits Richfield, and that's why I have friends across the neighbors who are excited about my candidacy. They're not only excited because we are friends and we have known each other for a while, but they know that I can get some ideas across the finish line and we can deliver some results for families and communities in their neighborhoods and here in Bloomington. So we will do it together, we will deliver it together, and I cannot wait to have that victory party, which will be bigger than this, to celebrate the election of the first Somali American, the first Muslim immigrant here in Bloomington, and we will deliver for all communities. But we will go to pray. For those of you who would like to take off, you're welcome to take off. But we will announce our prayer and we will take some pictures before you take off. If you don't mind, you can come back here with the Isaak sign and get ready for some pictures. So if you don't mind, join us at the stage with the campaign sign.